Okay, so this is where my game crashed last. This is where my game crashed last time. Or at least this is the last 5 minutes, I guess, before the fucking game crashed. So it's whatever. Uh, last episode or first episode, I guess, I felt as if I was a little too yappy and a little less focused on the game. So I'm gonna focus a little bit more on the game this time. That was mostly because there's just nothing really. Oh my god, it's always fucking something with this shit, you know. Um, last time, it's like it's just the beginning. It's like the setup. Like there's not really much to talk about with just setting up in Minecraft. It's like you get a place, you get the wood, you get the other stuff. It is what it is. But now I think I have a little bit more of a plan or an idea of what I'm going to be doing. So I plan on making a base. I'm probably gonna start off with making. So like the floor is pink. It's gonna be pink floor. But I think I'm gonna do something quirky and dangerous, maybe, perhaps a little bit daring, if you will. And I'm going to I think I'm gonna make a tree, like a tree house, but not like a house that is up in a tree, like on a branch. The house itself is gonna be a tree, and it's gonna be a big old cherry blossom tree, I think. So let's just replant these really quick. Give me that. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to. Oh my god, so many cherry blossom saplings. Jeez. Just plant these everywhere. You think this is a game? Huh? Yeah, you walk away. Fucking audacity of some people, man. So yeah, so my actual plan is it's mostly gonna be logs. Oh, my bed and stuff is still there, so that's good. The initial plan though, I think, is to make a big old base, kind of, right? Where like, which okay, now this is gonna be difficult for me. So I'm not a builder. I've never really cared about building things that were pretty or clean or cool or nice. I've always been kind of the guy who you load in, you make a shack, and then you just start going, you just start mining. Okay. But generally the idea is gonna be how do I make the is it like this? It is am I getting shot at right now? Ow. From where? What ho? Oh, a foe. Ow. You dude. How can you still see me? Okay. Alright, no, we're fine, we're fine. He's gonna burn alive. And it's not gonna be a big deal. No? There we go. Gonna eat this really quick. Yeah, he's just gonna be a silly guy burning alive and die. Thanks for the bones, shitter. Let's see. So I need to make a chest because I have way too much garbage on me right now. Probably gonna do a double chest. Put that here. And we're just gonna do this. Can I not? I have to click? Can I not hold? I can't just do that? I'm holding shift right now. Is that like a mod or something? Am I not used to? Whatever. Whatever. That there. Okay, so what was I doing? Right. So generally the idea is wow, that's such a bad return. 4 logs for 3 of these things. Ay ay ay, bro. Ay ay ay. How do I do this? I want it to be kind of circular, in a circular fashion. So, we're gonna do this though, just to kind of. Yeah, that's probably fine. I left a gap there because that could be like the door or the entrance or something. We're gonna do the general outline. stop this. And then I'm going to do the thing that I should be doing, and I'm going to gear up a little bit. And then Daddy is going to go mining. And no, you do not have to call me Daddy. That is something I just wanted to call myself. It was a heat of the moment thing, okay? Sorry. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Oh, we'll just leave it like that. That's fine. So I have some armor. I probably need to bring some food with me. That's probably what I should be doing, is making food. Do I not have any coal? I thought I just mined some coal. Am I a crazy person? Oh. Why don't you come up here and join your brother in the fucking afterlife, huh? Yeah. What now? What now? What now? I'm just dodging your shots, dude. You washed? Look at that. What are you, silver too? Huh? Oh, what the hell are you even shooting at? Oh. Oh! Ow! Caught me on fire. That was the first time I actively, like, killed an enemy. I could have sworn that I got coal at some point, but maybe I'm just delusional. Just making stuff up. If that's the case, then I should probably make some coal by cutting down this tree and make some charcoal so I can get some torches, and then I can start doing stuff. But also, then I can start making food, and then once I have food, we'll be good to go. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have on the agenda. Is I'm going to be making a large, giant, like, it's going to be like the base of it is going to be a big old tree, and yeah, it's supposed, like, you know, like Deku tree type thing. You know, large tree with large logs, and the branches might be rooms or something. I don't know. It's gonna be kind of ambitious of a project, but that is what we're in here for. Is to be a little ambitious. I'm crazy. I'm losing my mind. I'm gonna sleep though, just so I don't have to deal with any creatures lurking about trying to prey on my downfall. We'll do this. Oh, he's in there. Oh yeah. Wait, no, he's not. Unless that's like his wife. I'm just gonna do that because I'm a mean guy. I'm a real meanie Ed. Okay, that's one. I'm gonna do that. Cook that up. Bunny. They're so, like, floppy now. Have they always looked like this, or is this new? Is this part of, like, the baby animals update? Why do you look like that? You're so, like, smooth and floppy. You look modded. It's so weird. Look at these creatures. What, we're going? We're going? Oh. Huh, okay. He just had to... His spidey senses were tingling a little bit. He could sense someone was watching him, but he wasn't smart enough to know that it was me. Put that in there. Okay, so we got some porky chops. Got some bread. I'll eat the bread first. I definitely need some torches, though, as well. So I'm going to make some charcoal torches, so that I can start splunking this cave a little bit and see where that leads me. Yeah, I could have sworn I had gotten more cobblestone, but I don't know. Weird things happen when this game crashes, and I can't even begin to pretend to know that I understand it at all, because I really don't. I should probably make another axe for killing things as well. And did I get iron? No, I didn't get iron at all. Okay, that's fine. I can get some iron. I can get some iron, no problemo. So we got 16 torches. That is not going to be enough for now. I should probably bring... I'm going to bring these sticks. And I'm going to swap this out and take the planks with me. It's always good to have some planks on you. You know what I'm saying? You probably know what I'm saying. Get those pork chops. I don't need this boat. I'm not going to be sailing anytime soon. What the hell was that? Maybe I'm seeing things. Hello? I guess I saw an Enderman teleporting. I think that's what was tweaking me out a little bit. Okay, so we got this, we got that, we got this. This should be enough charcoal, right? For my expedition, I'm assuming. Because it's just gonna be nice to have more torches. You have 44 torches. That should hold me over a little bit. And when I come back, I'll have more. And I have plenty of pork chops now, I think. So I should be able to just set sail and let that all cook out naturally. I need iron for that, so that's gonna be. It's kind of cool though. You know, it's not every day you find emerald, you know, and especially just because you know, I don't understand. It's like it's such an inefficient way of getting emerald. It's just better to trade. So it's kind of an odd ore. I'm gonna do this. There we go. So I don't have to worry about it falling on my head at any point randomly. Yeah, there we go. Optimize my torch placement a little better. See, look, there's so much coal. Whoa! There's like a whole cave under here. Now we're in a mountain biome, and not only are we on top of a mountain, but we're also on top of a mountain with a cherry blossom biome. So presumably, there should be or there might be. There's a high chance that there is a deep dark down here. So I will probably have to be very, very careful in order to not die. But hopefully I can get some good resources, like getting this coal right here, which is really tasty. Have you ever thought what it would feel like on your teeth, just like taking a bite of coal or charcoal? I don't know why, but I have thought about it. It's not a great feeling. I don't think it would taste very good either, because it's, well, coal. I should probably put some torches here. Just keep it all lit. Keep it lit in here. Quit squeaking at me. It's not funny. Stupid vines. Okay, and then, yeah, there's another little patch right here. Oh, this is crazy. This is some crazy generation. Oh, this is like a little... Okay. I kind of like this. I could probably, like, make a pathway here at some point. Have it connect to, like, yeah, I don't know, like, down to... Because I think that direction is where that village was that I was at earlier in the first episode. So... That might be helpful later, because I will need to utilize the village. Yeah, there's so much coal, but I need this iron over here, I think. I think that's priority number uno. Let me do this. Stop it. Stop. Stop pushing me. Let's get this. Iron. How do you think iron would feel on your teeth? I think it'd be kind of satisfying. Maybe not the ore, but like, an ingot of iron. An ignot. I've always had trouble pronouncing that word. You know, isn't it just annoying that, like, have you ever had like a word where you try to pronounce it no matter what you do, your mouth just twists and contorts every time you try to pronounce it, and you feel like you feel like an idiot. Like, why can't I pronounce this very simple word? You know, it's an annoying kind of feeling. You know, especially when people make fun of you for it, and you're like, dude, shut up. You know, it's like, who cares? But hey, you're gonna get stuck down here, dude. You better be careful. And this is a dead end. Oh, more dripstone. So there might be a dripstone cave in these parts. What to do? What to do? I probably shouldn't have taken the obsidian with me because I don't really need it. No, I want that. I want that torch back. Give me. Okay, let's see. We're gonna do that. That's why I did that. Let's see if I can find the source of this. Okay, so this does lead down a little bit further. Let me in. Let me in. Ooh. Is this a mine shaft? Ah! You're scaring me. Ow. Okay. It's not a mine shaft. It was just flat. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. So it's pretty flat. What Y level is this? 41? Damn, this is pretty deep. I thought... Huh. Well, I'm gonna torch this up a little bit. Don't want any creepy crawlies trying to jump me. There's even a surface right there. And we're pretty far down. That's kind of... It's kind of crazy. Kind of cuckoo crazy. You know, I've played a lot of Minecraft in my day. And it is very interesting how it always seems somewhat enjoyable every time I go back to it. Even with the new updates and the new stuff to do. And I think that's cool, and I think that's good. And I'm glad that people like Minecraft, because Minecraft is it's one of those games, man, where it's overall just it's pretty inoffensive. It can be really fun. You can do a lot with it, so I think it's generally a pretty good game. Except for the ooh, I don't know if I want to be there yet. Especially not the Bedrock Edition. Which the Bedrock Edition isn't like a bad rendition. What the fuck is up with all this copper? Looks like a light, like a light show in here. You know, it's a party. And it's not that the Bedrock Edition is necessarily bad. It's just like my main problem with Bedrock Edition doesn't really have to do with the gameplay itself as much as it does with the the microtransactions and the mine coins and stuff like that. Which mine coin sounds like a Bitcoin pump and dump scheme, which I guess is pretty much what mine coins are. You know, they're both kind of scammy in their own ways. You know, especially because they make you pay for mods, and I think that's just it's so lame. You know, I mean, so many free to play mods that are really good and really fun, and they just re-upload them onto the Bedrock platform, and it's like, okay, like you're gonna make me spend money for that? Look at you. Look at how stupid you are. You can't even get to me. You're like, oh well, I guess there's you can't reach me. I guess there's nothing you can do. Your pathing won't let. I mean, I guess he could do that. I mean, little did I know that he was 3 million steps ahead of me. All right. But yeah, no, the thing with Bedrock is it's just the microtransaction thing, like having to pay for mods and texture packs and stuff. It's just so lame, you know. It's okay. I don't know why that freaked me out so much. It's just an Enderman. I thought like, because I could only see one of his eyes, and I didn't know where the floor was. I thought he was shorter, and that freaked me out. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, is that not an Enderman? Did they change something about this game and I didn't know? Did they add an enemy that I was not aware of? But no, it's just an Enderman. What am I really looking for here? I guess I'm just gonna plot out this cave a little bit. Because I pretty much, I guess I'm looking for diamond. You know, some resilient. What are you doing up there, dude? Can you get a job? Okay. I will need that string eventually. Iron is also good, so I guess I should be getting more iron. Oh! Which, speaking of which, I should probably, since I have some iron on me, should probably like dig into like the wall a little bit and cook up some of the iron to make myself a shield. So I'm gonna do that really quick. Yeah, whatever. I don't care if I waste the durability of my wood pick. We're just gonna do this really quick, and then it's a good thing I brought wood with me because I didn't bring anything else to do what I need to do. Place that there. Place this like this. Do this. Do this. I can just put this in here since I have actual coal, and then cook up the iron. Cook up this iron. Make myself a shield. I could probably make myself some tools too. I should probably do that. I should probably make iron pick. Maybe a iron something. You know, that's another thing too. It's always entertaining to see people play Minecraft for like their first times, and like in nowadays in the modern era, because I've been playing this game for so long. Like I know most of the craft. I know the crafting recipes. I know most of the general kind of basic things about the game. But then seeing people who've never played it before, like, how do I make this? How do I make that? I'm like, oh, you silly guys. Especially when they don't know they could just do this too, and then know how to craft literally anything. You don't even have to know the recipe at this point. You just find whatever you need to craft and click it. I just go boop. Oh look, shears. That's how I make those. But I just think it's funny. It's very entertaining to see, especially seeing how like people try to make things, like trying to work it out logically. Like, oh, if I need to make this, I need to put this here and this here, and that makes something, right? Or just like putting random stuff in here just to see what it makes. It's like, you silly guy, that doesn't make anything. But at the same time, it's like, well, they've never done it, so this game isn't very keen on kind of telling you how to do stuff, because this thing wasn't even added, for a while, So you just kind of had to know the recipes by either looking it up or experimenting anyway. So it's always cool, I think, to see that. I think it's entertaining too, because you just looking at me and go, oh, you silly billies, you silly billies. Okay, so I have an iron pickaxe. I do have an iron helmet. I mean, that's not bad armor-wise. Should I make a chest plate? I mean, I might as well while I'm here, right? Do this. Get some more armor on me. Maybe I should make some boots too, since it's the only thing. Leggings, whatever. I'll keep the leather leggings. I'll probably do this though, just to get this out of my inventory space. And then maybe just make another pick. Let's put this, yeah, whatever. What is he doing? Yeah, that's what I was doing. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's decent armor. That's fine. It's good enough. I have a bed with me. When did I have 2 beds? Did it glitch? Did my game crashing like double some of my items? I don't know. Again, I don't really understand this witchcraft stuff when it comes to the game crashing and whatnot, but and yeah, I'll make another pick. Okay, so this is probably pretty good for now. I'll let this finish cooking, and then I will get the show on the road. And actually, I'll probably take these with me. I just picked up that chest piece when I don't want it. I'll take that with me, so I don't have to make another one, and then I can do this, and then I can do this, and I can do that, and then now I have plenty of torches to continue my adventures. Oh yeah, I need to grab this. It never ever hurts to have more iron. You always need iron. There's gold right there too. Might not be a bad bet to pick up some gold. Could do some things with that. Sure, why not? Ow. Gotta be careful when I do these jumps. What is this? This is so chaotic. Can this dripstone chill out? Yeah, there's a creeper right here. But I'd like to see him try something, huh? Yeah, try something. Try something. Broke my axe. Ow. Okay. Wow, this is sketchy. That zombie saw me from across the stadium, dude. I'm gonna use up the durability on this. Get that out of the way. Boom. Ooh, there's some lapis over there. Lapis lazuli. Think this is funny, dude? What are you looking at? Huh? You're looking at me? You're looking at your creator. Did you know that? I own you. Yeah, what are you gonna do? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Also, I didn't realize how strong the wood axe is. It's like a 2-shot with a jump crit. Like, that's kind of nuts. Axes are kind of broken. Why would I ever use a sword, you know? I guess obviously for slashing in big groups, but like, I don't know. Still seems kind of inefficient comparatively. More lapis. I will need that eventually. Now, this is my problem with caves, is I always get a little bit like, ooh, what's over here? Ooh, what's over here? Ooh, you know. I always get distracted, and then I get confused and lost, and then to find my way back. But generally, I have a pretty good what is it called? Like a good like map understanding. I don't know. I was gonna say map brain, but I feel like that means something very different nowadays with the definition of map changing around. It might sound bad. It's probably not something that I would want to be. But what I'm trying to say is I have a general idea of, like, I have a good mapping of areas in my brain, you know, because like that way's back up, and then I'll be able to remember where I was. You know, I've played a lot of Minecraft with people who don't generally have that, who just get lost like really, really easily. You know, it actually reminds me of when I was younger. When I was a kid and I was playing Minecraft a lot. I remember I started playing it, and one day my mother was watching me, and she just kind of like barges in as I'm playing in the living room, which I guess is in the living room, so I guess she didn't really barge in. She just walked into our living room, and she was like, "Okay, my turn." I was like, "What? What the hell you mean, woman? What do you mean it's your turn? I'm gaming." And she was like, "It's my turn. You know, like, teach me how to play." And I'm like, "All right, fine. I'll teach you how to play." Because she used to play, you know, in the good old days. She used to play Zelda on the Nintendo 64, and so I was like, "All right, fine. If you want to be a gamer, fair enough." And so I was teaching her how to play Minecraft, and that is something that I ran into with her a lot. Was that she would go all the way down into a cave, and she would literally be stuck in there for hours. And this is like old Minecraft too. We played on the Xbox, and when I started playing on the Xbox, I was like probably 12 when I started playing this game. So that was back in like, I think on the Xbox, this game released in 2012, but don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it was 2012, and it released in like alpha, or not alpha, in like beta, like the first version of Minecraft beta. So like it was back when you would punch sheep to get the wool off them. It was before pistons even existed, you know, stuff like that. And like shears didn't exist, you know, and fences were weird and stuff like that. So it was really interesting. But that was like the old cave generation. So it's not like she was in these caves, right? It was like just a lot of long, narrow, spiraling hallway caves. that she would actually just be like stuck in for hours because she would just go in circles over and over and over again. I remember I would like come home from school or something and she'd be playing and she's like, can you get me out of this cave? Like, I don't know where I am. And I'm like, okay. So, and it was funny too because every time I would get her out of the cave within like 2 seconds and she'd be like, ah, thank you. And I'd be like, how do you even do that? How do you get stuck in a cave, you silly goose? And she'd be like, I don't know. I just, I get distracted and I start going in circles and I don't know where I'm going. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. Fair enough, you know. But a lot of people are like that. I've actually met a lot of people. Ooh, I met a lot of people who, I guess it just doesn't click in their brains as much. Like having like a navigation, like a sense of navigation. I think is hard for some people. And that's always interesting to me because I wonder what that is. Maybe they have too many tabs open in their brain and they're worried about other things. So keeping track of where they are is kind of a afterthought, maybe. Stop that. Stop that. You stop that too. Oh, there goes that. Come here. Oh, you're pissing me off. Hey, you want to join him? You want to join him in the afterlife? So I'll tell you what. Ow. I'll tell you what. I've been to hell. And you'd fit right in. Hey. I just killed 2 of your brothers. And you want to still square up? Alright. It's fair enough. I would too. Yeah, do it. Do it. Yeah, good boy. Anyway. Let's put some torches here. So where were those? There they are. I was going to say. I saw those diamonds. I know that. Dude. Killing the vibe right now. God. So rude. Like here I am trying. It just never ends with these guys, dude. They always have to make it all about them. Like, oh, but look at me. Oh, but look at me. Like, whatever, dude. Get over yourself. Okay, so this is just like a nothing room. Alright, where was it again? It's like yeah, it was right there. Okay, cool. Let's see. How can I approach this? I think I can do this. I see. I see. I think I can just put a block under it and then mine it normally. Just gotta dig into it. Takes so long for stone to mine cobbled deep slate. And it's so slow. There we go. My beautiful. My lord, my queen. Nom 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 nom. Give me that. Just one? No way, right? Just one. I guess I did see a thing where apparently strip mining is the more efficient way of finding diamonds, and that caves is not very good because they have a more common spawn rate. Yeah, I shouldn't be holding torches, should I? Cause that. Oh, wow! Thanks, creeper. Thanks. Appreciate it, man. How lucky is that? What are the odds of that? That's pretty crazy. Was that like 5 diamonds right there? Well, hell yeah. But yeah, that was the thing, is he had to explode for that to be a reveal, because apparently it's more common for diamonds to spawn when they are not exposed to air. So if there's a block that is exposed to air, it will not, has a lower chance of it being a diamond ore spawn than when it is perfectly encapsulated by other blocks. So might have to start doing that at some point. Because what am I? Negative 40. So I'm getting close to like the strip mine layer anyway. And I have enough diamonds to like that red glow. It's ominous. I have enough diamonds to make a pickaxe, so I could probably just make a pickaxe and just start stripping. Because everyone knows, yeah, you all know I love stripping. Because I'm a stripper. Why did I say that out loud? Anyway. Wow, it gets really red when I hold a torch. It's like the demon core, dude. Well, I can make a couple more torches, so my stripping might be a little short. But, that's probably alright. It's probably okay. You know, I want to go... Ooh, I was going to say, I want to go deeper, but I don't want to get lost. But there's, there's a pretty shiny right here. Give me that. Only one again? Ah, see, I knew it. I knew it. That's death. Yeah, no, I think I'm good. Actually, 8 diamonds, I mean... I could definitely do with some more. It would be nice to have some more, so I might start stripping anyway. Maybe I go down here a little bit. Start stripping. Or obsidian here, but I already have enough obsidian for another portal, so I don't. Or I guess I should probably get obsidian for an enchantments table. Yes. I should also probably make an XP farm. Yes. All of these things are going to be very useful for me, yes. So what level is this? 47? That's pretty close. Let's do this. Okay, fair enough. Alright, I'm just gonna... Oh, I don't want to do that. I was gonna say, I'll just burn the rest of this wood pickaxe, but no, thank you. I don't want to be here for another, like, 4 years or however long it would take. Let's just get down a little bit. Have this open for now. I think it's negative 54 and 53, so somewhere around here. And then, yeah, I think I just start going. I'm on the highway, I'm gonna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I'm gonna ride it all night long. Now, this is probably gonna be super boring. I might have to cut this because this is definitely the least engaging part of the game, is just mining in a straight line until you find something. Until you strike diamonds. Unless I have something important to say, I will probably cut at some point, so. Maybe I'll take this time to think about things to talk about, because... Or not. Or I get exactly what I want. 10? Oh. He's sneaky beaky. 11 diamonds. I can make a pick. I can make an axe. I could probably make an enchantment table. So... I think that's good. I think we're good. Right? I mean, I could get more diamonds later, but it would be nice to have some tools, right? Maybe I'll gamble a little bit more just for fun. Go like this way or something. Okay, now I'll probably sit here and think about what to talk about. Because I get... Maybe that's what I'll talk about, is drawing blanks or not really knowing what to say in conversations. I feel like it's really hard sometimes to engage. It used to be a lot harder for me to engage in conversations, you know. When I was in school, for example, I was very anxious. I had really bad social anxiety. and it was really hard for me to talk to people, or especially people who I thought had some sort of invisible power over me because they had better social standing or they were cooler. Because I'm kind of a nerd, and I also I like to talk a lot, but not really. I don't know. I'm weird. It's like sometimes I like talking a lot, other times I couldn't be bothered. But I think a lot of the not being bothered stemmed from this idea that I felt as if I wasn't very entertaining or fun to listen to, I just thought I was annoying. So I defaulted to just not really speaking at all. And I think that's where the social anxiety came, is just being just the feeling of embarrassment is probably one of the most uh strikingly like hard emotions to grasp with. It really does strike at the very core of who you are, it seems. It just hurts. It just hurts. It feels bad, and I think that's probably one of the worst emotions to feel, especially as a guy. I feel like girls can get away with being embarrassed a lot more. Because I feel like a lot of girls don't really care as much. Because I feel like I feel as if girls tend to like embarrass each other anyway. You know what I mean? And so they kind of expect it, right? Like they expect being embarrassed, so they don't really care typically. Not that embarrassment doesn't have an effect on them, but I feel like it's not as strong as a guy, because as a guy, you know, it's almost like it's almost as if it's a sin, you know what I mean, to be embarrassing or to be vulnerable or odd or weird. And I almost just was gonna sit there and just keep jumping on that thing. Just taking that fucking dripstone right up my ass. But yeah, I feel as if like being embarrassed as a guy is like near life ending feelings, you know. Which it shouldn't be, right? It shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's whatever, but I don't know, especially when you're younger and it's a lot more difficult to kind of cope with, I guess. It definitely feels just so much worse. It just it's such a unique pain, because it's not physical pain, but it's such a unique mental pain, you know. And it used to really bother me, but getting out of high school was such a weird experience, because I eventually started to just not care, because I was like, why did I even care? Why do I care? Why do I care what other people think? It doesn't matter. Like, all of these people that I had like such a high regard for their opinion, right? Or at least what they thought of me. I really had like this insane um worry about what they thought and about how they felt about me. And you hear this all the time, where it's like they probably don't even think about you at all. That embarrassing thing that you did that kept you up at night, they probably only thought once about it and then never thought about it again. Whatever it was, or whoever it was, like they probably didn't even care, right? But it's really easy to be your own worst critic, and uh, talk yourself down a lot. And when you're in a position where you do something embarrassing, or maybe you say something embarrassing, or you didn't read a social cue right, or whatever it is, it can be a very hurtful experience. And I feel like it can just really affect you negatively, and make you feel things that you don't want to feel, or that you shouldn't necessarily feel. Right? Like being unworthy, or as if your words don't matter, or you don't matter to other people. It's like all those feelings I think are not quite true. But it's really easy to tell yourself those things when you are ostracized and made to feel different, in a bad way, or that being different in whatever way is a bad thing, when it's not. But it is very striking how effective embarrassment can be. I mean, that's kind of how we keep each other in line to some degree, because it's such a powerful tool, right? Like shame. It's such a powerful tool. It's what we use, I think, a lot in a societal sense, to kind of normalize people in a way that in a way that which we think is normal, right? Like, oh, someone's being weird. Time to make fun of them to try and normalize them, even if it's not your job or responsibility to do so. I feel like people in society know how powerful of a tool it is, so they instinctively do it, to try and garner something. I think that's why bullying is such a common thing. I think it goes both ways. Like, one, it's because maybe they feel as if they've been embarrassed and they want to inflict that pain upon others, and it's that. But then there's a mixture of that with I would get eaten alive if I said these things, and this guy's just saying them without consequence, right? It's like, I feel like with bullies, it's them. It's a lot of it of the time. It's probably them being upset that someone can be authentic without consequence, when times where they've been authentic has been met with consequence. Like, let's say you start getting a little personal, or you overshare a little bit, or you do something weird, and instead of a person kind of understanding and being like, yeah, whatever, probably shouldn't say that, or instead of like a slight nudge, you get a big hard push, and it feels bad, and you feel like an idiot, and you go, damn, why did I do that? Why did I make a fool of myself in such a manner? But then there's other people who just don't care, right? They don't care about making a fool about themselves. They don't care about, being a little silly. It doesn't bother them. So then it starts to be like, okay, well, if they don't care, then why do I? But also, if they don't care and they're not getting punished for it, why do I get punished for it? So it seems as if a lot of these bully type people will think, well, someone's got to, right? If I get punished for being a little silly and being a little awkward, then this guy needs to be punished too. Because in some ways, they might even feel like that punishment has helped them kind of fall in line better with someone that's more normal or more average. So to them, they might think it's a good thing. But their tactics are usually what's bad, right? Because bullying someone is not really a good way to go. I think giving someone shit, or making a little joke, or maybe a little poke, a little stab, maybe not a stab, but you know what I mean, like a nudge. I think nudging's fine, but bullying is where it starts to border into, okay, well, why are we being this way towards this person? Why are we making them feel lesser than what they are, right? Because to do that, it takes a little bit of a level of hatred or despisal, or however you say, or whatever word, you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. It takes a level of disdain, I think, to bully someone, or to harass them, or make them feel a certain way. Like, it's one thing if it's an older sibling who's picking on you because they're trying to make you less spoiled, or whatever their intention is, right? Because I feel like a lot of that intention is kind of subconscious. It's not like an active thing where they're most likely not thinking like, man, this guy needs to be put in his place, right? They're probably thinking like, I feel like this guy's making a mistake. I need to correct that, right? Even if they can't put their fingers on it, that's kind of the attitude, right? It's like, this guy is making a very obvious blunder, and I need to put him on the right path, right? And I feel like a lot of people might have that perspective if they're bullies, but I don't think they're realizing what the limits, or what the exact where is it too far, right? Like, at what point is it bullying, and at what point is it just being an asshole? You know, like there's definitely a fine line between being honest and being just a dick. You know, because there's always those people who are like, "What? I'm just being honest." Like, what do you mean? I'm just being honest. After they just said something that a complete asshole would say, right? It's like, "Oh, I'm just being honest." What? You can't handle honesty? And it's like, no, I can handle honesty. I think most people could, to a degree, handle honesty unless they're totally delusional. It's it's how that honesty is delivered is very important, in my opinion. And I feel like people will have a hard time listening to you, even if you're right, if you approach it from a more aggressive angle. And I think nudging's a little bit of a better way, or maybe even giving them a little shit. Maybe making fun of them just a little bit. But straight up bullying them, I think, is kind of counterintuitive, because most people are like, nah, fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. So it just ends up giving you the opposite results, which I find interesting. I think it's really interesting to that whole idea of social correction is such an odd thing, because is it is it right? Is it not right? Like, what makes it right? Like, does someone have a point? It's very interesting overall. But it's raining right now. It's pouring down. I'm getting soaked. I'm getting soaking wet. But it appears I've been recording for about 50 minutes, so I'm probably gonna call it here for this session. If you like this, for whatever reason, I couldn't tell you why the hell you would like this. But if you like watching some schizoid, crazy person talk to himself for hours on end, do me a favor and subscribe and watch more. If you're bored and you have nothing to do, throw it up on your second monitor. I don't care. I know I yell occasionally, so you probably don't want to sleep to it, but it is what it is. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If not, my bad, Pim. See you in the next one.